Hi, I'm Shelley Smith, and you're watching Greene Publishing's Madison Now, your source for the latest news in Madison County. In top news, a new law at North Florida Community College could put professors in a tough spot. Called the Vulnerable Persons Act, this law is supposed to be designed to protect minors and the elderly from abuse. If a professor hears a minor mentioning anything about being abused, or if they hear an adult say something about a child, they are required to call a hotline set up by the state. The hotline will receive the information and send out an investigator from the Department of Children and Families to look into the matter. North Florida Community College President John Groskoff said of the new law, "The way the law is written is awful." He also believes that the law will have to be repealed or rewritten. Forms of abuse mentioned in the law include child abuse, elderly abuse, aggravated stalking, rape, molestation, and a number of other crimes. Governor Rick Scott has signed a death warrant for Paul Augustus Howell, who was found guilty of a car bombing which took place on February 1, 1992, and resulted in the death of Florida Highway Patrolman Jimmy Fulford of Greenville. In January 1992, Howell constructed a pipe bomb with which he had intended to murder a Marietta woman who was part of his drug ring. Upon performing a traffic stop, Fulford discovered a gift-wrapped package in the trunk. When he opened the package, the pipe bomb went off. Paul Howell was sentenced to die for Fulford's death. Howell is scheduled to be executed on February 26th at 6 p.m. Friends and family gathered on Friday evening at the Hamilton County Courthouse for the investiture of newly elected Andrew Decker III as a circuit judge for the 3rd Judicial Circuit. Decker's judicial office will be in Jasper in accordance with his assignment from the Chief Judge. Decker will cover criminal and civil cases in Hamilton and Madison counties. In other local news, the 10th annual Kelsey Reams Hot Chocolate Sale will be held on Saturday, January 26th. The sale will be held at Scott Realty in Greenville. Kelsey, along with her sisters, Abby and Chloe, will be on hand to help serve you. Coffee and donuts will also be available, along with Kelsey's famous hot chocolate. Kelsey began the Hot Chocolate fundraiser to raise money and awareness for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation after her sister Abby was diagnosed with the genetic disease when she was a baby. Charges have been dropped against Montolis Robertson, who was arrested 14 months ago in a voter fraud investigation by the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. The charges stemmed from a 2010 election where Abra Tina Johnson was elected to the Madison County School Board following a runoff election against former Madison County Commissioner Ricky Henderson. Roberson's lawyer was able to show the judge that there was no fraudulent intent on Roberson's part and that there had been no fraudulent ballots cast as a result of Roberson's efforts. 2 others involved in the investigation have entered pleas, but charges are still pending against 6 others. In school news, a Madison County Central School student was arrested on charges of possession of a weapon at school and aggravated assault on Tuesday, January 8th. According to the Madison County Sheriff's Office report, Assistant Principal Stacy Frakes informed the officer that a PE teacher had contacted her about a student possibly having a knife. Frakes met with the student, who did have a pocket knife in his possession at the time. The student claimed that he found it at the school and was just showing it to his friends. It was discovered later that day that another student had spoken with the PE teacher about the suspect having a knife. The student said that the suspect had been chasing him and tried to cut his stomach, so he went and told the PE teacher. The suspect allegedly told the victim that he was going to kill someone with his knife. The suspect was placed under arrest and transported to the Madison County Jail. The Bear Center shared a couple of positive stories with the Madison County School Board at the January 15th meeting. First, Davis Barclay told the board that 8 of the 9 students the center had recommended as ready to be returned to their home schools had been accepted back after having made suitable progress at the center. Second, the Bear Center Executive Director Sean Golder proudly announced that one of the center's former students, Demetrius Kinsey, had completed his high school graduation requirements. Golder said of Kinsey that he was one of the center's success stories as he presented him with his diploma. The Madison County Junior Auxiliary is offering a scholarship for vocational students. The goal of the scholarship is to offer a Madison County resident the opportunity to gain vocational job training. To qualify, applicants must be accepted at an area vocational program and must submit an application for the scholarship. Anyone who is interested in applying may pick up an application at NFCC Financial Aid Office or contact a guidance counselor at Madison County High School. In sports news, Brooke Kinsey, a 17-year-old Madison County High School senior, signed a 2-year scholarship to play softball at Wallace State Community College on January 16th in front of her family and friends. WSCC is located in Hanceville, Alabama. City Commissioner Ina Thompson asked the board for permission to seek funding from grant sources, such as private foundations, to build 6 tennis courts in the city at Linear Field. Thompson made the motion to secure the funding through grants to construct the tennis courts. The board approved Thompson's request. There are many upcoming meetings in the county. The Lions Club will host their meeting at noon on January 29th at Shelby's. Madison Rotary Club will meet on January 30th at noon at the Catholic Church Fellowship Hall. Also on the 30th, the Healthy Start Coalition will meet at 9:30 a.m. and the Kiwanis Club will meet at noon. Here is a full look at a list of upcoming January meetings. That's all for this episode of Greene Publishing's Madison Now, your source for the latest news in Madison County. I'm Shelley Smith. Make sure to tune in 2 weeks for a new episode. Thanks for watching.